It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Carbonite, where you can get a 15-day free trial by going over to geekazine.com/carbon free. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here, and I welcome you to the Day in Tech History at dayintechhistory.com. It's part of the Tech Podcast Network. You can subscribe via iTunes, Zune, or Stitcher Internet Radio. Our Twitter is Day in Tech Hist, and all show notes are on the wiki page if you want to follow along. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. August 31st. 1895, Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin patents a rigged airship known as the Zeppelin. Bumping up to 1994, Aldus Corporation and Adobe Systems finalized their merger. The two companies hope to combine forces in creating powerful desktop publishing software. Also in 1994, Richard Kenedek, sysop of the Davy Jones Locker BBS, is arrested by the FBI. 1998, The American Psychologist, which is a monthly journal of American Psychological Association, publishes the results of a $1.5 million study conducted by the Carnegie Mellon University. It determines that time spent on the internet breeds depression and loneliness. Also in 1998, North Korea reportedly launches Hwangmaeong-song, which was its first satellite. Hopefully I pronounced that right. The iTex Corporation of Portland, Oregon files a suit against 100 users of Yahoo bulletin boards for making defamatory statements against the firm. One such user, known as Orange Muscat, posted a message in May stating that iTech's current management is blind, stupid, and incompetent. And version 5.0.2 of the Fermi Linux operating system is released. 1999, Apple Computer announces that 2 million iMac computers have been sold to date. Apple also released the PowerMac G4, which was powered by a single or dual PowerPC G4 chip. Apple Computer unveiled the Apple Cinema display, which was a 22-inch LCD flat panel display for $3,999. Also in 1999, Intel announces that they have begun shipping engineering samples of their next-generation processor, which was codenamed Merced. And Sozo Design, which was a design firm founded by ex-Atari engineer Ira Valinsky, unveils the world's first computer Ottoman combination at the Intel's Developer Forum in Palm Springs. And version 1.11 of the Hydra BBS software is released. If you're a small or medium business that doesn't have any type of backup to their computer off-site, well, you need to start, because you never know. Fire, flood, theft, all these things can turn your business from a great success to a great failure. And we don't want that. We want you to bring everything back so you can make the next social network or make the next big thing. And do that by backing up all your stuff offsite by using Carbonite. Now, they have Pro plans and server plans. Pro plans starting at $269.99 a year, and server plans starting at $799.99 a year. You can hook up unlimited computers or servers. It is easy to use web dashboard, and it's all HIPAA compliant if you are a startup healthcare. Awesome there. Check it all out. Go over to geekazine.com/carbonite, geekazine.com/carbonite, and back up now, back up often, and back up all the time using Carbonite. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. In 2000, Mark Jacob, who's arrested and charged with staging one of the most elaborate financial hoaxes ever seen on the internet. According to the United States Attorney Office and the FBI, Jacob sent fraudulent information in the form of a press release to Internet Wire alleging that the Emulex Corporation, which was the California-based manufacturer of storage networking infrastructure, was under investigation by SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and that their CEO had resigned. The ensuing report, which was then picked up by Bloomberg Television, caused Emulex's stock price to drop from $103 to $43. Only 16 minutes it took. That made Jacob nearly $250,000. Also in 2000, Yahoo completes the acquisition of the egroups.com email list management websites, which would become a part of Yahoo Groups. 2001, the first stable release of PHPMyAdmin version 2.2.0 is released. And Intel launches the new Celeron processors at speeds of 950, 1 GHz, and 1.1 GHz. Each featured a 100 MHz system bus, 128 kilobit level 2 cache, and prices started at $74 and went all the way up to $103. 2004 version 5.5.0 of Apache Tomcat is released. 2005, the Chimpanzee Genome Project announces that they have decoded the genome of a common chimpanzee, Homo sapiens' closest evolutionary relative, and that was the first draft of the genome would appear in the September 1st issue of journal Nature. Also in 2005, version 2.0 of the Asianix Linux distribution is released. 2006, Sun Microsystems joined the Blu-ray Disc Association, or BDA, and Edvard Munch's famous painting, The Scream, was recovered from a raid by Norwegian police. Paintings were said to be in better than expected condition. They were stolen in August 22nd, 2004. 2007, NBC cancels their contract with iTunes after NBC declares that iTunes is not strict enough with their piracy controls. And a judge stated that Spam House, which was a British spam blacklisting organization, did not have to pay over $11 million to an Illinois email marketing company for blocking or delaying their email. 2008, a Russian website owner is killed and dumped on the side of the road in what Russian authorities called an incident. Magomed Yelovye, hopefully I pronounced that right, owned the website www. Well, the website's over on wikizine.com. It was a site that was basically criticized the Kremlin's policies. Also in 2008, Intel announces the Q8200 Duo Quad processor, 2.33 GHz and 4 megabytes of cache memory, and the E5200 Duo Core processor with 2.5 GHz, 2 megabytes of cache memory, and an 800 MHz front-side bus. $224 for the 8200 and $84 for the 5200. Intel also announced the Celeron D processor at 2.2 gigahertz with a 512 kilobyte cache for $53. And in 2010, Dig, the website Dig, confirms that their new CEO is Matt Williams, former Amazon exec. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2014 JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.